Womp. All right. Let's go. Hello, everybody. Can't see. Something about subscribed? Yeah, thanks for the subscription, my friend. And the first one here. Killing it. Killing it. Uh-oh, did I not set this up correctly? How's it going? Happy Wednesday. That's right, I had to check. Okay, I screwed up. Hold on. There we go. Now we'll get the peeps. Oh, you're on your MacBook. Hell yeah, man. Your Mac Air. That is a fantastic. Good job. Welcome to the club, my friend. Hey, Kuza's alive. What is up, buddy boy? How you doing? You're gonna Hackintosh my PC now. Hey, sounds like a good idea. Alright. Having mic positioning issues. Can't tell where I want it. I think that's okay. Oh man. How you guys doing? How's your week going? You out of school this week or next week? Oh, that's right. You're out in June, huh? That's weird. That's how long I've been playing that song. I don't have to look at all. I can play with my eyes closed. Muscle memory at its finest. Okay. I don't know, man. I feel like I really need to do something with this game. I need to build it. I must build it. But let's do what we always do. We'll start fresh and see what's broken. That usually helps. Orbem.games. And let's make sure the cache is clear. I could clear the cache, but it's easier just to do that. I know I gotta do some more voiceover work because I don't like how the recordings came out. It's just too low, you know, I'm not projecting. New game! And I need to replace that video. And I need to fix this. I need to make this an actual office. Do that, do that, do that.
I wonder what that sign says.
I definitely need to fix some style work, you know? Because there is some like bad overlapping z-index wise. I gotta get rid of that X. Didn't I already do that? I did do that. Hold on, let me push that. Whoop. Let's push the latest first. And let's also push it to GitHub. What did I do? Yeah, I got rid of the X. That's basically all I did. And I got rid of the whole arrow right thing for cutscenes. I don't like it anymore. Move X on signs and right arrow for skipping cutscene dialogue. Dialogue. Cool. And yes, I am working in the main branch because I'm the only one working in it. No reason to make my life harder and keep doing PRs. Also, you have to pay now to make branches private or protected, which is fucking dumb. Eerie. What's next? We got that.
What was I doing again? Oh, need to grab my stuff.
I wonder if I should make explainers like I do cutscenes where I stop myself from walking. You think I should do that? Oh yeah, I also wanted to make it so if one opened, the other one couldn't. But that would stop that from being needed. Because tutorials really are like... the explainers are... Wait, what the fuck? Why is this so high? I gotta move that down. Yeah. I think I should do that. Hey! Creatrim. Creatrim? How you doing? Welcome to the party, my friend. The WordPress game engine party. God damn it, Carol. I also need to fix that.
Hey, Mr.
It pushed me into a cutscene.
Hey, Craig.
Nice.
Oh, hey, great.
So this is a mess,
I didn't
is what
notice
we're
you
trying
were
to
there.
say.
Look, so sorry about your project not
Alright,
working out.
alright.
Don't
F off.
worry,
Okay, we need to
though.
fix this.
You're a young...
That's what I need to do. I'm good, Creatrim. Thanks for asking. Yeah, just making some progress on the old RPG. Now, the main issue I'm running into right now is that NPCs, the pause logic that I have in place is only affecting when I touch them from the right. When I touch them. Too many text on screen doesn't look good. Yeah. See, like when she walks into me, when I'm... There's a dog in here. What do you want, Goldie? Get out of here. Yeah, when she hits me from the right, everything works fine. But if she comes from below me, she pushes me. Above, pushes me. I think it's the same thing for left. I don't know if I've tested that. But, so let's try to fix that. I definitely don't want her to be able to push me from any direction. I just don't understand. I mean, if they touch me, that's when the logic's supposed to kick in. So I'm not quite sure why. So I did get that push MC logic working, so that's good. But now I need to stop myself from getting pushed. So move NPC. Oh no, it's the can move. So this gets set to false if I am touching a character. Oh, I should also do... No. Yeah. I'll leave enemies out of there. Yeah, so blah and blah. Oh, wait. Oh, it's only if they have a path, though. Interesting. Oh, yeah, well, yeah, duh, because if they're not walking, then they don't have a path. You have not seen anyone developing a game on WordPress? What? There's a whole community. No, I'm just kidding. I'm the only one. Yeah, it's not not a logical choice. But I am a WordPress programmer, so for me, it is a logical choice. I am, in fact, making a plugin. So this is the Orbem game engine, OGE. And this is, you know, basically going to be available. Oh my god. Gonna be available. Oh my god. Excuse me. Looping right now. Excuse me. Why is it unmuted? That doesn't make any sense. Anyways, yeah. So this is the game engine. And it's built in WordPress. Bunch of custom post types. Bunch of registered custom fields that I made. Here's my global options, page things, areas, items. Yeah, there's a million. I built a lot of functionality into this so that I could build my game. But it's in my WordPress site, so figured I'd build it directly into WordPress. And, you know, when I'm done, it's going to be really easy to create games and levels and stuff like that. Unfortunately, getting done is the hard part. And making it accessible for everybody to use for whatever type of game they want, you know, whatever type of RPG game they want, is proving to be difficult. But dev mode is really cool. I mean, if you check this out, when I turn dev mode on, like, you can see all the follow my journey? Hell yeah, make sure you subscribe. Do it. But I've created a lot of dev tools, you know, lists of items that are on the page. And this is if you're logged in as an admin on the website, on your WordPress site. And, oh, I still need to fix the Z index on pinpoint. Let us do that. Pinpoint. Z index 9. There we go. Yeah, there's a lot of functionality in this. Actually, can I push this left a little bit too? Let's do 1 rem. I don't need a lot. I don't need a lot of room. What? Watch the video. You didn't even pay for it. Why are you trying to be a cheapskate, Kuzo? You don't have any money? Let's turn dev mode on. There we go. Now I can use it. Boop. And now I can see boop. There we go. It's under 30 seconds? Yeah, you still got to do it. You still got to pay even if it's under 30 seconds. I just say it has to be under 30 seconds. Didn't I say that? I don't know, I forgot my own rules. Here we go. Perfect. Oh, max 1 minute. That's what I said. What am I? I don't get it. I've seen this like 4 times. Oh, this is your video? I'm like, why are you showing me some random lawnmower? Is that a gas lawnmower? It's so small. I don't know, I'm like addicted to the noise though. Yeah, it's like a supercar. You got my like. It's a good noise though. It's good to have in the background. Great. What was I doing? Sorry. What was I doing? Pinpoint's good. I was fixing NPCs touching me. They need a path. Yeah, so what the hell? If you're touching me, you're touching me. It shouldn't matter what direction. The game engine will be free to install. There will definitely be tons of premium options though that are just things that I can't just give away for free. But I think the base one will be in the WordPress directory. You'll be able to install it on your site. You'll be able to create a 1-page level with a character that can walk around and collect things, you know, have money, have health. You can have an enemy, you can have a fight, you can fight with something. So it'll have a lot of great functionality to build an RPG. But like, I'm going to be offering a lot of asset packages because the way that collision points work, you can see here if I turn dev mode on, collision maps are actually SVG rectangles. So I'm going to offer a lot of, you know, starter or template maps for people to use in their game. You know, fantasy map, office map, whatever map. I'll offer a bunch of those. But, I mean, you can easily make your own if you know how to use Illustrator. But that mixed with, you know, people walking animations and stuff like that. I'll be offering extra tutorials and whatnot. But yeah. So this, I'm considering I'm considering allowing dev mode for free as well. This took a lot of development, but yeah, we'll see. It's not really supposed to be like a big money grab. I just want to be able to keep building on it. And if I just give it away for free and just let people start putting support tickets and giving me 1-star ratings because things are broken, because I'm giving them all this functionality without like premium support, then it'll be kind of hard to upkeep. You tried creating a game using JavaScript? It was really a pain in the ass. Yeah, well, if you have this, you don't have to. Because this has all the functionality you need. You have punching, you have walking, you have running, you have heavy attacks, you have charged attacks, you have weapons, gear, items, you can collect things, money, points, you know, health, mana for magic. There's magic spells you can apply. I have a proprietary transportation ability too. That's what this blue bar is for. And cutscenes for talking to people, as you saw. Tutorials. I mean, you can see here, you know, he can collect stuff and he gets 100 points. And it's all persisted. If you log in when you're playing the game to the site, and I refresh and click continue, I'm in the same exact spot. I still have 100 points. So it doesn't matter if you lose internet or if you accidentally close the tab. You know, like I could close the tab here and do like, oh, whoops. And then I'm in the exact same spot, same settings, everything's good to go. You know, I can still do the same things. So that's how the game is built. When will you get to use it? Yeah, good question. I'm working on it. Once this demo is built, this is like the major proof of concept for people to be like, oh shit, like this is what you could do with the game engine. Then I'm going to immediately offer it on the WordPress directory. Well, I'm going to submit it. Might take a few tries. Like I said, I've been a WordPress programmer for about 16 years, so I mean, I know how to submit a plugin to the WordPress directory, but I also know how annoying they are to get things, especially later. Like it used to be a lot easier to get a plugin listed in the directory. I currently author like eight or 9 plugins that are in the WordPress directory right now. Some of them have, you know, over 100,000 installs too, so it's not easy maintaining, but this will be a really fun one. But yeah, if you're interested, keep an eye out on this. And by the way, this game is based off of my sci-fi fantasy novel series, the Harmonian Chronicles. So if you're into sci-fi and fantasy, book 1 and book 2 are out right now on Amazon. If you have a Kindle Unlimited account, you can just read it for free. If you sign up for a free Audible account and get your credit, you could listen to it for free. Great book narrator. Ebooks, paperback, whatever you like. But that's what the game is based off of. Orbem. That's what the whole company is based off of, to be honest. And don't forget about today's sponsor, FlexKeys. Get FlexKeys today. Do you need dexterous and more agile fingers in your life? Then get some FlexKeys. Because if you're a programmer, musician, mountain climber, and you need better grip strength, better finger movement, then you're definitely going to want to get a couple pairs of these. I mean, 1 is minimum, but 2 is also the minimum. Get 10. They're only $4.99. Very cheap. And they come in a lot of colors. As you can see, I have the black and white ones. But if you like green and white, get it in green and white. You know, the keys and the shell can be interchanged. If you like Christmas, cool. I like Christmas. Grip strength. Yeah, you gotta watch out. Crush. I crush walnuts. Blue and red. Yeah, whatever. You get the point. FlexKeys. Start flexing. That's the tagline. Also found on Orbem.shop. Yeah, we got a lot of good stuff on Orbem.shop too. We have hats, we have FlexKeys, we have the patented light switch plate shelf, puzzles. Very cool things. I own some of these things. I can't afford the hoodie. I do not, actually. I'm sorry. That is unfortunately one down flaw of living in the US. I only ship in the US. But I will offer the STL if anybody is interested in printing their own set of FlexKeys. So it's a 3D printed product. I will print it right on stream too if anybody buys it. But yeah, right now I don't have a place for you to buy the STL. I was thinking about putting it on the Patreon. Cause it might be weird having it available on the actual shop. But yeah. Maybe one of these days we'll have international shipping. I think a lot of this is international though. A lot of this Printify stuff Yeah, everything but the products that I make myself, I think, are all international. I believe. Maybe. Yeah, I found out that I can't use my 88 key keyboard. I really need to get an adapter. Because it's old school, before computers connected to keyboards. Alright, what was I doing? I always lose track of what I'm doing. This should work. There's no reason this doesn't work. I need to figure out why it's not working. So here's what we're going to do. Console.log hit. Oh, hey. Same thing. And I'm going to let her hit me in the butt. Or the feet, I guess I should say, not the butt. That's inappropriate. Alright, Carol. Oh, I didn't really think this through. Apparently I'm touching a million things. Is she hitting me? I guess I'm just constantly hitting something. That's really weird. Hold on. Why is that happening? What am I hitting? Oh, maybe there's like a trigger above me or something. Okay, hold on. I need to put this in here. Ooh. Yeah, let's do this. Alright. Come at me, Carol. She has kind of like a lag in between her movement path. Yeah, look. She's not hitting me. She's obviously hitting me. Oh, there we go. Yeah, god damn it. Hold on. Okay. Why is that not considered a hit? She's walking. Is it because she's in the middle of a transition between two paths? That shouldn't matter though, because if she hits me from the right, it works. That's weird. Why is she not hitting me even though she's hitting me? I'm so confused. Is it the buffer? Do I need more of a buffer? I don't know. Okay, hold on. Let me go into the overlap function. Buffer. So, yeah, I mean, the buffer should make it... Alright, let's try to... What? Let's see, if I add, like, a big buffer and stay away from Salverson, let's see if this works. Just to kind of, like, overly do it. I also have to fix that fucking... that thang-a-lang. Okay. So technically the buffer should already be hitting. So that's kind of crap. But apparently it's not. Yeah, like it doesn't see me. Look, the buffer isn't even working on the right side. But look, the buffer works on the left side only. That's so weird. Why? Why? Alright. There's obviously something wrong with the overlap function. So let's do this. overlap. So obviously, something is wrong here. So we have, wait, what's what? It's, no. Okay. Box is me. Value is her. 1 is me, 2 is her. So if false equals so if me, her, my right side is less than her left side, no, false. Wait, what the fuck? Why am I doing false there? My right side. Why would I do that? All the other ones are true statements. Why would I do false? Okay, so if my right side is greater than her left side, then we are overlapping. My right side greater than her left side. So this is the one that's working. But for some reason, the left side, if it's greater than her right side, wait a second. If my left side is greater than her right side, that's wrong. That's wrong. That's opposite. If my left side, wait, I might be confusing things. It's my right position. Oh, sorry. So my left position with the buffer. Wait, my left position, my left side is less than her right side, then we're overlapping. Wait, what the fuck? Have I been... Is this bass backwards? What is happening? My left side plus the buffer. So I should be doing my left side minus the buffer. But my left side is less than her right side, then we are overlapping. Right. Right? Right. So that should be minus. This should be plus. That's giving buffer. Same here. If my right side is greater than... Wait, let's make sure. Yeah, box is the first one. That's me. If my right side is greater than her left side, then we're overlapping. Okay. All right, let's go to the next one. If my bottom position is greater than her top position, my bottom is greater than her top position. And then if my top position is less than her bottom position. Okay, I don't know why. This must be wrong. Because this would mean that nothing should work with the elements overlapping. So let me see if this works randomly. I would be very surprised. Oh yeah. That blew everything up. Okay. Okay. Obviously, that broke everything. I don't get why though, because this logic actually makes sense. Because I'm passing... Like, why would it be opposite? Right? It doesn't make sense. My right position and the object's left position. If they're like that, then it overlaps. My right position. Greater, less. Right. My right position is greater than their left position. Yeah, because what I did, everything was backwards. Hey, Miss Canvas. Yes, I did take a big challenge. And I don't think this logic for the overlapping shit should have worked in the first place. But I just put it together logically and it broke everything. So it must be wrong. I mean, it must have been right. Nope. Come on. Why am I starting here? What the hell happened? New game. New game. Yes. New game. There we go. Okay. So overlap definitely works. But it's really hard to figure out how to fix her overlap issues. Because it only works on the right side. Which doesn't make any sense. Because I have value is her, box is me. And I'm passing my position and her position. But then it seems like the logic is backwards. Oh, wait. Is that the problem? Did I just pass them backwards? Hold on. Because I don't think changing the function was the right thing to do. But maybe I was passing the wrong characters. Oh, I mean, I'll check. Maybe that's not it, but it's possible I was passing the wrong thing for characters. Okay, so nothing broke by doing that. So now she should be able to trigger. Wait, do I have the hey console in there still? Yeah, okay. So when she walks into my feet, it should say hey in the console. And then that means we fixed it. Oh my eye. Okay, we didn't fix it. Oh. Well, when I walked down though, it worked. That wasn't working before. Oh shit. Yeah, see, look. Now I can trigger it by walking into her in any direction. Okay. Get windsurf to fix it. Yeah, where's windsurf? Do you use any AI tools for done? If you ask which one. I've been a website programmer for 20 years. WordPress programmer for about 16. Self-taught programmer. So I definitely use AI to not have to Google things. But yeah, I only use ChatGPT. I try to use the dumbest AI tool for programming possible because it helps me understand my code better. Because I have to and I always write it out. I try really not to copy and paste. Because then I actually understand what the hell I'm putting down in the IDE. I mean, I'll use suggestions all day long in my IDE, but yeah, when it comes to helpers, I use the bare minimum just so I don't have to Google things and Stack Overflow things. I just ask it questions usually. And maybe write some object array functions, shit that I don't want to write, loops, you know. Like, hey, can you fucking write out an array where it removes the second value if it's this key, you know, that kind of stuff where I'm like, I don't want my brain to blow up having to think about how to structure that. But yeah, that's the only thing. I live in a world now where everybody's in Cursor, everyone's using Claude to write code, and I have them coming to me and they're like, hey, this isn't working, or hey, can you check this out and see if this is right? And I'm just like, what am I looking at? It's so inefficient and so not performant. So I don't think AI has gotten good enough to it's not that it's not good enough, but in WordPress, there are a million ways to do things in the programming of WordPress. And there are so many ways to do it inefficiently and poorly performant functions and stuff. So AI is going off of a lot of trash, unfortunately. Okay. I'm going to try upping the buffer to 10 and see if... See, it shouldn't matter. The buffer shouldn't matter. The problem I'm having is that she's able to run into me, but until I move, it doesn't stop. Which is weird because when she walks to my left, it does stop. I mean, walks on my right side, it does stop her. But my feet don't stop her. That's really weird. I don't know. Well, let's add a buffer. Let's up the buffer 5 pixels maybe. Oh, retune Tunjai. Is Windsurf an AI tool? Sorry, I thought you were talking about like a person. Okay. Let's see. So I know she'll stop if she walks on my left side. But will she stop? Oh, I have to fix the Z index on that. Oh, it's like cursor? Okay. It sounds familiar actually now you said it. Alright. Don't push my feet. Fucking bitch. But look, as soon as I walk down... Oh, actually no, even walking down didn't work. Interesting. Oh no, she stopped walking. No, she always stops walking there. Wait, do I still have the Hey console? Oh, I removed it, so I don't know if I'm hitting her anymore. Oh yeah, I definitely hit her. Carol, hit my feet. Stop walking. Okay, well. I kind of phased into her, so she stopped walking. I couldn't tell what direction, though, stopped her from walking. Yeah, really want to get her not being able to push me around. You really changed my perspective of using AI for development. You really thought professional developers like you use some proprietary AI tool. Yeah, well, like I said, a lot of colleagues that I know of, they have leaned heavily into Cursor, Autopilot, and Claude and stuff like that. But I haven't noticed much difference in quality of life on their end. Like I said, there is still a lot of issues with them understanding their own code, which has led to a lot of issues when they're troubleshooting code, basically. So Everybody has the same stuff. There is no proprietary AI tools for like major developers. Like everybody is using Cursor, you know, just those normal coding tools. And now every IDE has like built-in AI. Okay. So left and right are fine. For some reason there's something wrong with top and bottom. I wonder if it's just my image. Like the thing that I'm going off of. Because it is really shrimpy. I wonder if she just can't get close enough to me because of her image. Maybe if I up the buffer even more? What if I did the buffer like 20? I'm just thinking maybe it's not me. Maybe it's her. Her image. Like her top and bottom image is just not allowing it. I don't know. Let's see with the bigger buffer if it works. Alright. Yeah, but if you're trying to learn, like I said, AI is an amazing tool for not having to search irrelevant suggestions. Yeah, see, it's still not working. God damn it. Why is it not care? That's so weird. What do we do? Why is it not overlapping? I mean, it's definitely overlapping. She is literally pushing me. We are definitely touching. But for some reason, our tops and bottom... You know what? Maybe it is logic in the overlap. Which, by the way, I swapped those. And it didn't make a difference. Maybe it did. Maybe the left side started working. So let's see. It's possible just these two right here are not working properly. It is possible. But oh, okay. I just realized what was happening. This is backwards because I'm actually falsing this. Oh, that's why it wasn't working. So this is backwards. Why? I don't know. Maybe I was originally trying to see if you were not overlapping. But okay. Okay, that makes more sense now. So my guess is there is an issue with the top and bottom. It's the only thing I can think of. I would love to actually see what these two values are. Yeah, when she's coming from below me. So let's do that. Why not? Yeah, the buffer thing is fine. It's not making a difference. So, and in fact, I don't even need that high. 5 was fine. But let's go into here. What? Let's do this. Unfortunately, this is going to be really annoying. So let's do this, because I'm going to see just a billion of these. I have an interval that goes every 20 milliseconds for the whole walking logic. So I'm going to be getting a buttload of these. But it will be good to see my position. Bottom. And her top position. So is this your first time game development on this game engine, or are there any other games which I can play? Nope, this is the first one. I've been building this one a very long time. It's you know, it started out as a marketing tool for my sci-fi fantasy novel series. So the game is based off of this. This is the Harmonian Chronicles. Book 1 and 2 are out on Amazon right now. And ebook, paperback, audiobook, whatever you want. But so I wrote Orbem and released it, like a year ago or 2 years ago. And then I wrote book 2, Miropelia. I'm writing book 3 right now. Here, if you need a sneak preview, it's right here. Yeah, so you can pause and read that. Book 3's in the works, but I want to finish the game first, which is based off of Orbem, and it's basically just like the first 5 chapters of the book. The demo is going to be, so nothing too crazy, but the game engine came from that. I wanted to build it into my WordPress website, so I built this game engine that allows me to define areas, items, characters, cutscenes, magic missions, focus view, tutorial pop-ups, all that kind of stuff within WordPress using WordPress logic, the database, user meta, accounts. So everything gets saved to your user meta for the WordPress site. So this is a plugin that I developed, and this will be available for other people to use to build RPG games on their websites. So, yeah. So eventually, when this demo gets out, that's like the major POC, of this is what the game engine can do if you want to use it. So it'll get people to want to install the plugin and use it and build some pretty cool community of RPG makers that wouldn't have gotten into game development before because all they knew how to do was WordPress development or WordPress whatever usage. So yeah, I wanted to make a massive big Unity game at one point. I tried it for a second, but when I realized that it would take just as much time as my actual work, like day job work, to learn and develop, I gave up on that. But yeah, this is a lot more in line with what I do because I'm a website programmer. Yeah, I think so. And I'm gonna reach out to the WordPress community too, Automatic and stuff. Get them hyped on it. Having like an example of their WordPress power in a unique way. Hopefully get some shout outs, and who knows, one day this could be just like WooCommerce, you know what I mean? Because I'm gonna be offering microtransactions in this as well for people that want to offer skins and stuff for their characters and do special things. Am I still in LA? I am not. No, I moved away a few years back. I'm in Michigan now, which is a much different world. But yeah, when I was working at Disney, I was in Burbank, and then I was working for Warner Brothers for a while, and then Universal. I built a couple Harry Potter sites, and I built DisneySyncLink.com for Disney, and worked on the Carrie Underwood website. Yeah, give it a shot. It's fun. It's really fun because it's interactive. That's the whole thing. Building websites are cool. Yeah, you're gonna have to wait for it to be built. Wait for it to be on the. Hey, but you could be a beta tester if you hit up the Discord. Make sure you join the Discord. Make sure you're subscribed and stuff like that. Discord, you can talk to me while I'm off stream. Definitely, I'm gonna be looking for beta testers for the game engine. I want people to use it, see how the UI is, see how my dev mode is, because I have dev mode where everything is kind of visible. You can click and drag items that can send you to other levels, apparently. Shouldn't have done that. But yeah, so dev mode allows you to see things on the map. It allows you to, put on God mode and no touch mode, show the collision points. I want people to use these menus and stuff like that and see how easy it is to make a game with all this power. which, it should be pretty easy. I even have a little pinpoint tool where you can click anywhere on the map and it tells you exactly the coordinates in case you want to type something in. Because you can add items directly on this map using this front end tool that I built here. It's all just using WordPress REST routes and stuff. But yeah, that's the main goal. So definitely stay tuned. I'll be wanting people to use, not only play the game and do game testing to help the game be better, but I want people to use the actual game engine, which will be really fun. Hey, the shorts guy. Nothing better than the shorts guy. Yeah, welcome everybody. Is WordPress still relevant in the industry? Yeah, man. There's about 85% of the world of websites are using WordPress. No, WordPress is still a massive chunk of the world's websites. Yes, I am playing the piano. Yeah, sorry, I have a little keyboard here off screen. Unfortunately, it's a 22 key, so it's kind of hard to play. They're very small. Yeah, I mean, but Next and React are like the hot girl. So TypeScript, Next.js, Vercel, React. But WordPress has React in it now. You know, like when you go into, like if I go into the cutscenes, I utilize React in the editor itself. Like these are custom blocks that I developed in React. So like if you add a new paragraph with MP3 block, I'm using React to allow you to upload MP3 files, select characters from the database, and it puts it into here and lets the front end know what's going on. So, you know, WordPress has changed with the times, obviously, especially with their giant full-site editing tools and stuff like they have now. But headless WordPress sites are very popular now. You know, having a Next.js front end with GraphQL, you know, data lake in between. And so, you know, just because WordPress has been around for a million years doesn't mean much. Hey, Versatran Robo. Welcome, my friend. Welcome to the WordPress party. And there ain't no party like a WordPress party. But there's nothing more annoying than TypeScript, even though it's great. That's right. Yeah, I'm definitely not hurting for work either. WordPress is very lucrative. It has been very successful for me. Major enterprise level websites, major billion-dollar corporations are still using WordPress for like major websites in their company. So, yeah, it's not going anywhere anytime soon. I would assume someday that it'll go the way of the banks, using like Cobalt and shit. You know, where it's just kind of like, it's just how they've done it. So that's why it'll still be around. Because there's a lot of great headless CMSs out there now. Like Sanity, Contentful, Builder.io, that kind of stuff. Very versatile, flatter database structure, which are a lot cooler. A lot more conducive to quick queries. Astro's really cool too. So So I'm not saying WordPress is the best. I just don't think it's going anywhere. And it's what pays the bills. Okay. We need to know you. So it's me, then her. Well, whatever. We'll see what we get here. Okay, here we go. This is what I was looking at. Show me. So I'm not moving. I'm 479. She, on the other hand, is slightly changing. So you can see her number has stopped. So 479. She is 711. Okay. So she's going to start eventually walking up. Oh, shit. Oh. Interesting. I didn't think about that. Maybe the buffer does need to be bigger. Because we never did actually overlap. Because when she touches me, we end up... God damn it. We end up... she pushes me away. I mean, technically that should happen left and right as well. I just wonder why it's not working here. Sir, I want to create a 2D PvP combat game. As a beginner, what should I do? Ooh. Combat game. You know, technically, with my WordPress game engine, you could do that. I haven't showed this off to many people because this was kind of like a POC, like, can it be done? But if you look at this commented out code that I'm leaving in here, this is a WebSocket. This will allow you to play with other players on the exact same map. And I did it. I basically let two different people walk around in the same, you know, RPG, pixel RPG level that I had built. This doesn't really have any merit in my game because it's more of like a story-based RPG. Like, there's, you know, you already have characters, and so there's no reason to have multiple people walking around in the game. But you could easily, because there is fighting in my game, like I can punch and, oh my god, fuck off, dude. I can punch and I can, you know, I have weapons you can collect eventually and that kind of stuff. So, yeah, you could build a PvP combat game in my game engine eventually, but it's not ready yet. So, in your case, I don't know, RPG Maker. I haven't used a lot of game engines. This is like the first time I'm doing game development, and I'm building my own game engine. So I know that Godot is super powerful, and a lot of game developers are using that. RPG Maker is a big one. Game Maker Studio is the one that, what's his face? Pirate Studio? Pirate? Unity? I don't, if you're trying to do 2D PvP combat, I wouldn't get into Unity. I think that's overpower. You know what I mean? I think I think something more like, what is it, RPG Maker? Make your own RPG. Like, this is probably more your style. And this is a major, like, this has been around forever. It's tons of tutorials. Tons of different types of makers, apparently. I don't know. Where to follow? Discord, YouTube. Follower goal is for Twitch. So if you have a Twitch account, you can follow me on Twitch. But yes, definitely Discord as well is great. You have Godot and Unity, both. What should I prefer? I've seen a lot of people using Godot lately. I would probably go with Godot. Mainly because I've seen a lot of different art styles. And in Unity, like I said, I think it's kind of AAA game style. Like it's a little bit overkill for especially a 2D game. So I mean, but it's, I guess it's kind of up to you. I think Unity also is like C sharp, which I don't like. Godot has its own script that is very seem pretty similar to JavaScript, I want to say. So yeah, with my very limited experience in Godot, I would probably use that. Hold on real quick. Oh. Hold on real quick. There's a bug. Sorry about that. Moth. Godot scripting is easy. Yeah, I think it seems easier than C sharp. C sharp is a little bit old and hard to maintain. Do I play games in general? Not really. My wife's the gamer. She's a major console gamer. She just finished Clear Obscure Expedition 33. Which was great. So I get all my gaming from her, basically. I just watch her play. And get a lot of ideas for HUDs and stuff like that too from watching her play. But she's really into like action puzzle games. She just finished, you know, Indiana Jones and stuff too, which was also pretty fun to watch. All right. So we know there is an issue with you, lady. We know that for some reason our numbers will never overlap, even with the buffer, it seems. No? Okay. I can force it, like I said. If I walk down, I could force it. So at least I know that I can force it, I guess. Hold on, let's see. Let's try to actually up the buffer a little bit more, maybe. What? Wrong buffer. Okay, here we go. So let's change it to 15. Whatever. Let's change it to 20. Excuse me. I guess it's not the end of the world if they stop short of each other. See, I'm 70. Oh, she already gave me the... Okay. So with the buffer now, she should be able to run into me. Because the buffer's 20 pixels. So that number minus 20 pixels should be enough. So if she gets to 450... See, we are well within the buffer. That's why I'm confused. That is confusing. Those numbers are definitely... So there's got to be something wrong with the numbers. Which makes me think, again, the buffer doesn't fucking matter. So what's happening is, it's going in here. And the buffer on the top. So if my bottom minus the buffer... And again, this is false, so this is opposite logic. We're in the opposite world. If my logic... Okay. If buffer... not buffer, my bottom minus, so it's less of a number, is less than... I really hate that this is backwards. I'm going to try swapping this. And not doing false equals. Let's see if this makes more sense. So, if my bottom minus buffer is greater than her top... But now that I flipped it, I have to change the plus and minus again. Right. Yeah, let's swap these. It's just, it'll make more sense to me if I do it this way. And then maybe I'll be able to actually troubleshoot what the hell's going on. Because my guess is it's returning false, you know, because it's hitting the wrong logic first, or the wrong conditional. So this might just be not the way to handle it. Okay, see, that's not right. Why is it doing that? No, why is it doing that? This is what happened last time. I mean, all I'm doing is going opposite of what the fuck it said. Why is this not working? This doesn't make any sense. Why does it have to be false equals or it breaks? Is that what I'm trying to do though? Like, my default is that nothing is overlapping. Maybe that's why. Because I assumed it would be the same thing. Nothing was overlapping equals false, or something is overlapping being true. Whatever, dude. I don't need to spend 10 million years on it. But why is top not working? That's what I want to know. Yeah, because apparently my bottom and her top are not becoming true. So I really need to figure this out. Let's go back to, my console log. So now that I know this is a thing, let's also console log yeah. So this is her top. My bottom, her top. It is awkward to say. We'll go boop. My bottom, I guess we'll do false equals. Just because that's kind of what I'm trying to do. False equals. Okay. My bottom is less than whatever her top. False. I mean, maybe that's why it's not working. Let's see. What am I missing? This can be simplified. Yeah, I know, but I like using false. It's easier to read false in code when you're just flying through code than it is to read an exclamation point. I know it's like 5 more characters, but honestly, sometimes development-friendly code is, you know, it saves you a million times more than whatever. I mean, everything gets compiled anyways, so it doesn't matter. All right, let's restart. No game. Go. Okay. Here we go. So true. Wait, what? True. Oh, yeah. That is technically true. But now it should be false. Okay, so it's false. I am above her. False. True. See? It's true. Or at least it was true. So that makes me think that this is not getting hit. I mean, that's not even with buffer. If I would have added buffer, it probably would have happened even sooner. So that means that this is not getting hit. Otherwise, it would be true. Like, I wish I could. Well, let's do the whole thing, maybe. Maybe. Yeah, okay. And let's replace all of the ones with this. Alright. And now let's replace all the 2s with this. Oh, I guess I could do that. By the way, there's the Discord link, if you're wondering. Okay. Let's see if we can get this to pop. True. Because if it does, then there's something else going on here. It could just be, I don't know. Maybe her genre is not coming up or something. Oh, buffer is not defined. Hold on. What did I do? Oh, correct. Buffer is not defined. Let's replace buffer with 5. Just so it's exact. Go. All right. False. False. Eventually this should be true. Alright, nothing's moving. Hey, happy balloons. Come on, come on. Nope. False. Interesting. Okay. Good. Okay, well, we can replicate it. Now, if I remove some of these, so what I'm thinking is overlap is looking for any of these to be true. I mean, that's what it's supposed to be. Or any of these to be false. That's what it is. Overlap is looking for any of these to be false. And if any of these are false, then that means that we are overlapping. Because otherwise, like you saw, if I was below anywhere on the map, that's what it is. All of these have to be false. I'm trying to remember my own logic here. All of these have to be false for it to be true. So if, you know, if any of these are true, then it's false. So all of these have to be false in order for there to be an overlap. And I don't, like, it's really mind-bending, the whole triple negatives, to figure out why it's that way. But what I'm thinking is, obviously one of these are coming out as true. So we need to figure out which one is. Because obviously there's an issue where that is happening. So let's do this. We're going to split these out one by one, because I can't think of a better way. Okay. Splitting them out. Splitting them out. Each one of these is going to get its own console log. And then when we find out which one is true, we'll be good. Let's actually make this easier so I don't have to look it up. First one is my right, her left. So we'll say right. Next one is left. Next one is bottom. And the next one is top. Great. Let's figure out which one is pumping true. And we're going to start a new game. Because I think I'm just talking to the boss right now. Alright, here we go. So there's definitely a true right now. Okay. So, currently the true is bottom. But right, left, top is false, bottom is true. Interesting. So bottom is true. That is what is causing the issue. And it does not appear to be changing. So this one is coming out true. So that means that my bottom -5 is less than her top +5. her top plus 5. Huh. True. Which means the bottom is not overlapping. Interesting. So, if that's the case, maybe I'm doing the top and bottom wrong. Because right is true. My right plus 5 is still less than her left minus 5. It does seem like the buffer, they're countering themselves out though, doesn't it? Seems the way that I'm doing the buffer is canceling themselves out. Because if my right plus 5 is less than her left minus 5. Oh. Minus 5. See, that's right. Because that would be overlapping. If my left plus 5 and her right minus 5 is greater than her right minus 5, then it's true. But if my bottom minus 5 is less than her top plus 5, those are moving in the same direction. Her left minus 5, my right plus 5. Yeah, I think it's backwards. I think I have these backwards. The buffer. I think that's the problem. I think it's that simple. I think I'm just doing the buffers backwards. So they're just not as close as the left and the right are. Let's see if that's the truth. Okay. So everything, so bottom is true. That's how it was before. Now, when she touches me, it should turn false. It did. That was it. Okay. I think we fixed it. I think we mother effing fixed it. I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to switch the buffers. And I think we're actually going to get her realizing that she's touching my feet. Great. This is great. So I just had these backwards. The buffers were backwards. That's on me. And again, I could force it because if I get close enough to something, I can force the collision. But it just wasn't as easy to touch something. Okay, this is cool. This is cool. Okay, let's try this again. So now she should trigger her cutscene and stop walking when she touches my feet. And then major success. Because that means that she can't push me up the fucking map anymore. Yes. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. Now she can't push me around the map anymore. That's great. I could just stand here all day. She won't do shit. And that means when I'm talking to, you know, the boss, and she comes up from behind, she's not going to push me off the map. That's cool. Okay, cool. Well, that should be big. That should affect a lot of weird bugs because that overlap function is used on a lot of things. That's exciting. I mean, it should be the same thing too for him. Yeah. All right, bye. That's great. Good. Alrighty. Let's push this up. This is a good win. A good win. Alright. Let's push it up. Exciting. And now we can write fixed, stupid, top, bottom, overlap, issue with NPCs. Cool. That is in the books. You know what? I think that's where I'm gonna end stream tonight. That made me sad. Alright. Good to go. And yeah, so that mixed with all the other things I pushed up to production should... Oh yeah, we still need to stop me from walking when an explainer... Explainer. So when this gets triggered, I need to stop myself from walking. What's the window? It's called window dot walk. No. Movement. Yes. No, it's movement and oh, allow movement. Here we go. Okay, so show explainer. Oops. Allow movement equals false. I can no longer move. I should also not be able to hit. Allow hit equals false as well. And then we'll switch these back when I close the explainer. Boop up, boop it up, boop up, boo, doo ba doo ba doop boop boop. Close explainer on click. And then change these to true if that's true. And then what's the other one? Yeah, close explainer on spacebar. Here we go. True. Alright, this was a quick win. So now, when I open an explainer, and now that people can't push me around the map anymore, an explainer are those little tutorial pop-ups. And I'll show you. Let's start a new game. So, new game. Skip. So when I go here, boop. See, I can't walk anymore. So I just have to kind of pay attention to what it's saying. Which, I gotta make sure it's on screen. I might want to move that one down a little bit. So cool. Now I can move again. Doot, 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 doot. Yeah, what was I doing again? See, this is so much better. That I can't just walk past it anymore. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, now I can't. That's weird. Is he... No, see, he has an indicator. Why is it triggering? Might be the buffer. Did I fuck up because of the buffer? Hold on. I thought I switched it back to 5. Did I not? No, yeah, it's 5. That's weird. Now that I fixed the trigger logic, but he shouldn't. I need, yeah. Oh yeah, see, I got the indicator. So this is touching. If I'm touching, it shouldn't trigger this. Because he shouldn't have a trigger. Oh no, he does have a trigger. But it shouldn't trigger the cutscene unless I'm hitting it. I might need to fix that. Yeah, because we have the whole indicator thing. Right. Yeah, it's kind of screwing up my whole engagement logic. Well, I should be able to just simply make sure that this is also, and engagement does not equal cutscene. I think that's what it is, right? Hold on. So yeah, this shouldn't just be triggering the cutscene. Where's this trigger? So the trigger should say, no, it's the finder. That's introduction. Here we go, Cyrus and Foresight. No, that's also the finder. Alright, here's the trigger. Trigger type. Yeah. Trigger type, cutscene trigger dot data set trigger type. That should fix that. Yeah, because if it's engagement, it should require engagement. Why is it still not doing that? Okay, hold on. Why is it doing that? Let me see if this is even correct. This might not even be getting hit. It might just be touching my weapon, which is my fist, without me wanting it to. Yeah, see, it's undefined. I don't even think it, but it is getting hit, so that means this is the reason, I think. Wait, so what the fuck? Oh, maybe it's value, not. Maybe this is what I need. Not the cutscene trigger. Nope. Okay. Wait, did I type trigger type incorrectly? No, it's trigger type. This is on the actual trigger. Let's see what I'm actually hitting. That would help. So what is value? And what is cutscene trigger? Because it seems like it's a character that I'm hitting, obviously, if it got down here. Okay, so we got the character. Oh, and this is the cutscene itself. Error. This is the cutscene. So it's like I'm not even hitting the trigger. Okay, I think this is because I fixed the whole overlapping thing. Alright, in that case... The cutscene shouldn't be triggered. Well, I mean, it's gonna be overlapping now. But I need... Wait, where am I? Engagement type. Where am I at? I thought I was doing... I think I need to add engagement type, not to the trigger. I need to add that to... I need that to the character itself. Because the trigger is what makes the indicator show up, so that's fine. But I think I need to make sure that this is also on the character itself. Let's do that real quick. This is all real quick, don't worry. Empty cutscene trigger type. Alright. So that'll be good to have here. And then I could use, I think, cutscene. Yeah, so then now this should work. Now it shouldn't let me. Unless it's, not engagement. What? Hold on, let me see. Does he have non-engagement on him? That's a trigger. No, see, he has trigger type. Hold. Why is it still? I thought value was... Yeah, that's the person. In that case, maybe it really isn't hitting this. What? Why is it still undefined? Who? What? I just saw that it exists. Hold on. Trigger type. What's a thread dump? I don't know what that is. But I just did it for some reason. Explore character. Oh wait, where is trigger type? Bloop. I thought I just saw it on him. Where did I put that? Didn't I just add that? Trigger type, yeah. Oh, this is on the cutscene. I'm an idiot. All right, whatever. Let's add it to the cutscene trigger. I mean, I guess that would be more fitting. I'm dumb. I was in the cutscene HTML the whole time. There we go. Wait, what? Now I can't walk. Oh, I think I'm triggering the cutscene still, somehow. Why can't I move? Can move false. Okay, it's still hitting this, so I need to actually add this higher up. Meaning this needs to be higher up as well. Well, it can still be here. Okay, so let's do this. And then let's do this. Yeah, I don't want any of this to happen. I mean, technically, I should add it up here. Yeah. Yeah, I should add this up here. Okay, let's try that. Hey, PA learner. What up? Welcome to the party. The troubleshooting party. Okay. It does not like that. Correct. I should have done this first. Yeah, it should only matter if it has a cutscene. Trigger. Goo. Hey, Indy. What's up, man? Why can't I walk still? What the hell? Why you no let me walk? Oh, I'm an idiot. I didn't need to do any of that. Whatever, it's fine. I was stuck because I was in the explainer pop-up. Drinking my morning coffee. Ooh, in a gas station. Hell yeah. This is a WordPress game engine. Well, this is an RPG that I built using my WordPress game engine. Or at least I'm building. This is a WordPress game engine. It's basically a custom plugin I developed that allows me to use custom post types, you know, registering my own fields and stuff like that to build all the components for a video game using WordPress. And then on the front end, I just used, you know, vanilla JavaScript and Sass styling to make things move based off of key inputs and interactions overlapping. But it's pretty damn involved. The basics, though, what it is it's a WordPress website, and I built a mechanism to allow you to build an RPG video game. And I'm doing them at the same time. I'm building the game and the game engine at the same time. So if you go to orbem.games, you can jump in, and you don't have to log in, but you can start playing this, whatever this is.
What was I doing again?
Though I need to, I just pushed up some code. Yeah, there's a lot involved in this though. There's, you know, focus views,
Guess
there's
I should talk to my boss.
cutscenes where you can
Hey, Craig.
talk to your boss after you got fired.
Grain,
Benson and Giles are
unfortunately,
busy.
there's
No
no way
sauce,
they'll agree
and
to
it
let
isn't
me
just
keep
the
funding
board who
your
has
research.
doubts.
Yeah.
I'm
Between
sorry.
Actually, let me go ahead and clear the cache real quick. Oh no. I did this last time. I think this is how I do it. Nice to see a real developer on YouTube nowadays. You used to use WordPress? Yeah, 10 years. Nice. Supposed to build basic websites for local shop owners. I know, yeah. Never thought about building a game. Yeah, well, it couldn't until now. But yeah, you know, I've been a WordPress programmer for about 16 years. So, I mean, I'm in the same boat as you. I basically built a bunch of freelance sites, but I mean, in the last, you know, decade, I worked for Disney, you know, worked for Universal, Warner Brothers, built some Harry Potter websites, and it was very surprising to see how many like enterprise level websites, like massive corporations, are using WordPress in some of their major functionality. Because I mean, at the end of the day, it's a really good CMS. It's great for content building. So if you have any sort of need to build articles and stuff, you know, the doctor, that's what everyone says. Like it's a young Professor Oak. That is what it's true. I don't know why. It's just how I turned him out. I mean, this is based off of my sci-fi fantasy novel series, The Harmonian Chronicles. So technically he's supposed to be that guy, Graham. This is the main character of the book. There's a few POV characters, but he's, you know, the main dude. And he's a scientist in his 30s. And so he's kind of a younger scientist in a lab coat at the beginning of the book. But yeah, book 1 and 2 are available if you like sci-fi fantasy on on Amazon. It's audiobook too. Great, Jacob McNatt, amazing narrator. I hired for to do the narrations on the audibles. But working on book 3 right now. I mean, here it is right here. I've got like a few chapters written, but I'm working on it. Yeah. No. There's I mean, book 1 and book 2 are available on Amazon as paperback or Kindle or audiobook, so you can read this, the Audible sample.
My morning passed, adjusting all the systems, devices, and mechanical components that could affect the cut an emerging wormhole requires. Here we go again, I said to myself.
Yeah, unfortunately that clip is not super exciting, but at least you can hear he's got a good voice. Yeah, so this is available right now for anybody. And there's going to be a 4-book series. I'm writing book 3 right now. There's going to be 4. So the game itself is going to follow the same storyline. So it's going to be a really long, big game eventually. Especially once you get to Orbem, which is a fantasy universe. But yeah, I'm just trying to build out the POC to kind of like, it's like a proof that, hey, this game engine is pretty powerful, even though it's built in WordPress, and it allows you to build a game that's entertaining, at least. So yeah, that's what I'm working on. But 60-ish comments. It's been out for maybe a couple years now. I mean, I've sold, thousands of copies, but it's really hard to get reviews. So, I mean, it might be like the low thousands, but it's yeah, book 2 has not sold as much because I was marketing Orbem when it first came out for a while. Like, I was actually doing marketing, but I realized pretty early on that until you have the full series, a lot of people are kind of like not into wanting to start it, especially because like I don't have a strict timeline when it's being finished. I mean, book 2 came out when yeah, this came out, oh shit, I mean, this is, yeah, it's been a little over a year actually when this came out. Book 2 came out in June, yeah, June of last year, so almost a year. Yeah, but and I published that one in 7 months. I just because like I knew what I was doing. I had no idea what I was doing on the first book because I never thought about being an author at first. I was just reading a lot of sci-fi novels, and I was like, you know what? I should spend my time writing instead. At least it could be productive and maybe make some money at the end of the day. But I got immersed in the Orbem universe, so now everything I do is Orbem. My company is Orbem Order, trademark, and it's, what everything I do now that's outside of my day job is, including today's sponsor, Flex Keys. Get yours today. Are you a programmer, a musician? Are you a rock climber? Do you need more agile and dexterous fingers? Flex Keys. Get yours today. And don't just get them in weird colors like green and purple, or orange and purple. Honestly, a lot of fun to play with too. So, not just an amazing, agile, building, dexterous finger monster exercising machine. It's also a lot of fun just to fuck around with all day. And they're only $4.99. Ships anywhere in the US. Alright, there's our sponsor. Cool part is, if you buy them while I'm streaming, I'll actually produce them on stream. You can watch the printer go. But I am about done for today. fixed some really good bugs with the top and bottom collision points on NPCs while they're walking around. Yeah, it's like a stress ball. It's fun. Yeah, just individual keys. A lot of fun. Little clicky noises. And lightweight. Fits in your pocket. I also use this thing that I think we originally got for the kids, but it's like an ice. It's called like an ice cube. Oh, what was it called? Like Fundo or something. Oh, Needoh. Needoh. Highly suggest getting this too. Needoh. So it's a good feeling, and it stretches, and it always goes back to its shape. It's Needoh. See, not even a sponsor. Does he? Yeah. Yeah, I think we have a pink one sitting around too, but this one I just kind of carry around too. Not as effective for typing and stretching out your fingers, but definitely a fun one. Indy, thanks for jumping on, man, and hanging out for a bit. Kuzo, always a pleasure, my friend. Miss Canvas, thanks for jumping on. Glad to have you on and ask some questions and stuff. I hope you got on the Discord. James Myers, what type of game engine in WordPress? This is an RPG game engine. So I'm building, basically you could build a pixel RPG like this with characters walking around in isomorphic aspect ratio. And you can see here, this is the game engine. You have global game options that you can, you know, define certain things in the game. I mean, you should be able to make your own game completely different from mine using this. You know, you can build your areas, your items, your characters, cutscenes, enemies, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, there's a lot of functionality built into it, including, you know, money, points, magic, fighting. Here's a cutscene. And after he's done talking, he walks away on a predefined path that you can define as well using dev mode. In dev mode, you can click and drag triggers around. You can create new triggers. You can, you know, add new areas and stuff just from the front end. Put on God mode. Look at the collision map. Oh, man. I built way too much functionality into this game engine, dude. But make sure you're subscribed, because I'm actually about done for today. And I will be continuing this journey. Don't you worry. Got a long way to go. And yeah, I hope everybody has an amazing day. Thank you so much for jumping on. James, thanks for subscribing. PA Learner, thanks for jumping on. Nice to meet you as well, and I appreciate the luck. Oh, cool. Well, yeah, I hope you have a good rest of your shift and get out quick. And everybody have an amazing weekend. If I don't hear from you, you know, no stress. You don't have to come every day. I stream almost every day, except for on the weekends. So I should be on tomorrow. Because you know what tomorrow is? Technically today, for me, Thursday is Friday Eve. Best day of the week, because you know Friday's coming. So everybody, enjoy the rest of your day, night, morning, whatever time it is for you. I'm going to get some sleep, and I will say thank you for being here. Goodbye.